The next great resource for local weather is now available.
DigitalWeatherDesk.com is your source for up-to-the-minute local weather. Add DigitalWeatherDesk.com to your favorites, download our app, and follow me on social media. The Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank.
Hey everybody, good evening. Thanks for joining in the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd. This is your 5 o'clock in the evening update as this winter storm continues to unfold across the area. Thanks so much for taking time out to stay up to date with the forecast. As I mentioned earlier, we have increasing power outages across the area, so I'm going to try to make these as brief as possible, not to entertain as many questions, and we're not going to try to get cute here. Here's the latest information, what we're dealing with, and what you can expect as we go into the night. Again, the high points. First wave of precipitation is already starting to wrap up. Second wave of precipitation is expected later tonight, really setting up shop across the region as we go into the morning hours on Sunday, pre-dawn hours. So that means that accumulating ice will be a concern across portions of the region. Along with that, road conditions will worsen. It's supposed to say worsen. My apologies. But again, most locations are already seeing some issues along and north of the I-20 corridor, and those will get worse as the night progresses simply because of the fact that, to be honest with you, theirs will worsen. Temperatures will fall quickly as we go through the night. So anything that's left on the road slush-wise is going to refreeze. That second wave of precipitation bringing ice back into the region. More accumulations are expected through the overnight and through the daytime hours tomorrow. Here's a check of I-20, the traffic cams from the DOTD, and you can see how things are progressing. Again, it's not impossible to travel right now, which is positive, but I would highly, highly encourage you that if it is not absolutely necessary travel along and north of I-20, just don't do it. Just stay at home because, again, as the sun sets tonight, temperatures will fall quickly and whatever's left on the roadways will freeze quickly. There will be less traffic to help stir everything up and to provide that friction and warmth. And, again, temperatures will also fall as well. Check of the radar, as always, made possible by Brown's Roofing. I just got off the phone with Jimmy just a few minutes ago. Jimmy Gagne with Brown's Roofing. They are taking a lot of calls because of leaking roofs across the area. And obviously, if you need them, they are there and awaiting. They'll get to you as soon as you can. Obviously. There's a lot of folks that are dealing with issues and also travel. That's the other thing with energy. Just saw the note from Entergy that the line crews have been pulled out of the field for the time being. So there are no energy crews out restoring service because of the falling trees, the accumulating. It's just not safe for them right now. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Here's a look at the radar. And again, you can see the waves of precipitation are noticeably weaker, noticeably more scattered, but I stepped outside just a minute ago because I had to sweep some ice off the screened-in porch roof, and it's still efficient. It's still light to moderate and accumulating as you move through northern Louisiana. We're also still watching this development back to the south. That's going to move northeast, and so we're going to have to deal with that over the next few hours during this lull. Some sort of a lull, isn't it? And then again, we've got more activity back to the southwest. This is the driving force behind round 2, that big upper low that we talked about all this week. How is it going to phase into the pattern? Was it going to get cut off eventually? Well, no. It's going to be phase 2 of this entire event, absorbing into the upper level pattern and continuing to bring that fire hose of moisture that I've been talking about across the region. Along with that, maybe the occasional rumble of thunder. Here's a look at temperatures across the area. We have hovered right around freezing at the Monroe Airport through a good chunk of the day. Quick check of the Mesonet, the Louisiana State Mesonet, which is operated by the University of Louisiana Monroe. Plain dealing at 20, Homer at 23, Duboc. So these are the areas below freezing, from coldest to the areas that are just below freezing. Plain dealing, Homer, Duboc, Farmerville, Marouge, Lake Providence, Ringgold, Monroe, Jonesboro, Eris, Sicily Island, Delhi, Alto, Gina. Columbia is 0.04 of a degree above freezing. So again, I've had messages from folks in Columbia, Winnsboro, Winfield, a lot of folks that are going, we really haven't seen anything yet. It's just been rain. That's very, very good news. A lot of those areas are also just above freezing. And we just passed the peak heating hours of the afternoon. And I know this sounds silly because it's been cloudy and we've had precipitation all day, but the solar energy that we have during the daytime was just enough that solar energy through the day was just enough to keep a lot of the stuff on the roads slushy. But once we lose that solar energy and the sun sets and the temperatures start cooling, and we don't have that direct solar energy to help kind of assist in the melting process and help us out, we're going to have some issues tonight with a lot of areas dealing with the possibilities of refreeze and then the road problems as well. Wind speeds, and let's go back to the winds real quick. Out of the north and northeast, 15 to 20 miles an hour at times. Clearly, some areas are seeing stronger winds than others. I also will caution you, Camden, Ruston, Natchitoches. You look at those areas and you're like, oh, there's no wind there. That's good news. More than likely what's happening, if I had to guess, Camden, Ruston, Natchitoches all probably have cup anemometers to read the winds, and they're probably jammed with ice. So they're probably not registering any winds. Again, apparent temps, wind chills, feels like temperatures, whatever you call it, feels like 6 degrees in Monticello, 12 in Camden, 11 in El Dorado. You don't want to be outside. Power outages, a third of Ouachita Parish is now without power. I just had the map pulled up just a few minutes ago. I don't know why I'm telling you this. A lot of the folks that are joining are probably quite aware of this. And again, as I look at the outage map very briefly on my end of things, just to kind of get as specific as I can about the outages in Ouachita Parish, it is most of the western half of Ouachita Parish. Calhoun, West Monroe, stretching over toward Eris and toward the parish line, and then there's the Swartz, Fairbanks areas. They're also without power. Again, a third of the parish is already without power. And again, there are no energy crews being dispatched currently because of the road conditions and the transformers exploding and all these things. It's just not safe for them. And I would expect power outages to increase overnight. Again, I'm kind of over being cute and conservative with the forecast. We're in the thick of it, and there's a lot of folks in the southern parishes and counties. And again, I acknowledge y'all haven't seen anything yet. There's a large area. Again, from Gina to Winsboro to Vicksburg, it's just been rain. You guys have hovered just above freezing, which is good news. But the road temperatures are continuing to fall. And as they fall tonight, as the sun sets and the air cools, we're going to run into those issues. Quick check of airport delays. This is a very misleading graphic because I believe Monroe Regional's already closed. I meant to actually take it out. My apologies. So here's a look at Futurecast as we go into the night. We are in a lull of precipitation. As we go deeper into the night, we will start to see that secondary wave of precipitation increase. It starts light, maybe some occasional rumbles of thunder along the way as well. As cold air continues to sink in at the surface, we continue to overrun that moisture from that upper disturbance as it phases into the upper level pattern. Through the overnight hours, more overwhelming amounts of moisture. And then continuing eastward as well. Adding on to the ice accumulations and all those things. So again, prepare for the possibility of power outages. A check of, or additional power outages is probably the best way to describe it. Check of the ice storm warning as it's in place. Again, this is going to stay unchanged as we go through the rest of the night. Next updates, we're about to sit down and have dinner here at the Floyd household. I'm about to send out a video update for all of our different platforms. We're only live on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch, so I'm about to send a video update out to all of our other platforms as well as we get into in the latter part of the night. And then I'll set up a schedule for our live stream updates as we go into the night. They will be frequent as we prepare for that second wave of precipitation and the possibility of more accumulating ice across the region. Be a good neighbor. Check on those around you. Make sure that everybody's staying warm and safe as best they can. Avoid the travel if you can. If you have any questions, you're overwhelmed, you need some resources, 211, the best way to start, 24/7, 365. It is a free confidential call. They're there to help. We will continue to provide you updates as we go through the night, through the overnight hours as need be. In fact, the power flickered here and the generator clicked on for about 15 seconds, and then it clicked right back off. So we're ready to go if need be with backups as we prepare for the second round of wintry precipitation. Thanks so much for stopping by the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. As always, we're very, very glad you're here. Stay safe. We'll keep you updated as we go through the night.